Hello everyone, welcome to next section of our video. So as we have seen in our previous section how to set up the Android Studio project for checking the permissions. So I have shown you in the manifest file what all changes you need to do for if you're developing the app for M devices and or O devices. So in this section I'll show you what all code needs to be added to our file which you have created, content layout.xml file, and how it is integrated with main activity class. So let's start adding code to our content XML file. So for that I'll just show you my content XML file which we have created recently, and see how we can go ahead and add this code. So this is our content XML file. So here, as you can see, this is a blank file, nothing has been added, but as I have shown you how our app will look like. It will have two buttons. One will check permission and one will be to request for permission. So one button will allow the permissions and other button will the request for permission. So let's go ahead and start adding code to our file. So for this creating a button, we'll be doing it in this way. I'll show you how we can do. So you can create a button and then just layout width it has already given, so it will be like I'll do is a match parent. Height will also be a match parent, and then we can add next line of code. Then we have to give a ID as well. So Android ID will be something like this. I will give a ID, and this ID will basically be used in when you are writing your class file. So you have to keep in mind what ID you are using over here, so that same ID you can use in your class files. So here what you have to do, I'll put suppose the ID as this one, like the ID will be something check permission, so that I can remember this check permission. And the next we will be adding the text for this ID, so that ID text will be something, so Android, and then I'll be adding a text, and the text will be something like let's say allow permission, so that you'll be able to understand it better. Allow permission. So this is how one button is added. Next button will be, suppose the user doesn't have the permission, so it can request for a permission. The same way we can do it. So what I will do, I'll just copy this piece of code and I'll just paste it over here. So if I copy it and then I'll do some frequent changes only, so it will be same, but the ID, as you can see, the ID will be something different. So ID we can give it as suppose request permission, permission, and the text will be request permission, request, maybe this I'll put it in caps. So this is how our file content XML file will look like. Before moving to next file, I'll just show you. You can see over here show in is layout. It will be using activity main layout. So as we have seen, the default layout which was created was activity main layout file. So here you can see this is by default it was created. I just need to include this contain main XML file in the activity main XML file to get this access of this file. So what I have done, include the layout as a contain main XML, and the all piece of code I have written here in the contain main XML file. And next is the tools context is .main activity. .main activity is nothing but main activity is your main class file where we are going to write our Java code and see how it is integrated with our content main.xml file. So let's see you in the next section of the video where I will be showing you how the code is written for main activity file, that is a main class file. Here we have already seen how the content XML file looks like. Okay, before proceeding to next section, I'll just show you how it is the text content, how we are writing the code. We'll see the design view, how it looks like. So you can see over here the design looks like this. you have a button, one is the request permission. So this is how it looks like. Once we integrate it with our main activity class, you will be seeing the actual functioning of this app. So thank you, and let's see you in the next section.